Hi there, welcome back to Think Tank Online Learning. In this video, we're going to look on Thevenin's theorem. So I give in a circuit, what we want to do, we want to find the equivalent resistance and the equivalent voltage. Then after that, we're going to obtain our Thevenin equivalent circuit. We only have Thevenin equivalent voltage, Thevenin equivalent resistance, and we're going to have the load resistor. Okay, so this is going to be our Thevenin voltage, and this is going to be our Thevenin resistance, and we're going to have our load resistor. And it is going to be easy to find the current that is passing through the load resistor. Okay, so now, in order to find the current that is flowing through the load resistor, we're going to see that the current is going to be easy. We're just going to use V is equals to IR, where I is the current, R is the resistance, and V is the voltage. So given, if we reduce this circuit to this one, what we're going to simply do is we're going to find current using this formula. Current is going to be, what is the voltage? Voltage is going to be VTH, with the Thevenin equivalent voltage. And we have two resistors which are connected in series, so we're going to have the Thevenin resistance plus the load resistor. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do, I'm going to find the Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Okay, so let me write here Thevenin equivalent resistance. Okay, so if we want to find the resistance, what we're going to do, we're going to replace the current source with open circuit. If we have n voltage source, you replace the voltage source with short circuit, but we don't have n voltage source, and we're going to remove the load resistor. Okay, so this means this is our earth. Okay, so now if we draw our circuit, what we're going to do, we said we're going to remove the current source and we're going to just leave the open circuit. Okay, so we have something like this. We have the open circuit here, and we have the resistor, 25 ohm resistor, and we have the 47 ohm resistor, and we have the 18 ohm resistor, and we have the 16 ohm resistor. Okay, and we have the 20 ohm resistor, and we have an open circuit. Okay, we should have 5 amp current source here, but we're going to have a open circuit. Okay, and we're going to remove our load resistor, so we're just going to have the terminal. I'm going to call this terminal A, and we're going to have this terminal B. Okay, so now let me put my resistors. See, this is the 25 ohm, this is the 47 ohm, and this is the 18 ohm resistor, this is the 16 ohm resistor, and this is the 20 ohm resistor. So now what we're going to do, we're going to find the Thevenin equivalent resistance. Remember, we have no current that is flowing through the 20 ohm resistor, so we can simply remove this 20 ohm resistor because we have no current. Remember, it's open here. This is just a wire, so that means the 25 ohm resistor is in series with 47 ohm resistor. I think I can draw another circuit. So if we say 25 plus 47, we're going to get 72. So in other words, we have a simple circuit. We have 72 ohms here, and we have 18 ohms here, and we have 16 ohms here, and we have terminal A, and we have terminal B. We said we have no current that is flowing through the 12 ohm resistor. Okay, so now say this is 18, this is 16. So now it is easy to find the Thevenin equivalent resistance, because what we know is that the 72 ohm resistor and the 18 ohm resistor are in parallel, and they're all in series with the 16 ohm resistor. If you are not familiar, determine whether the resistors are in series or the resistors are in parallel, or you can simply do, let's say we have the current. I'm going to call this current I. Okay, so this current is going to split, so we're going to have I1 here, and we're going to have I2 here. So if resistors have different currents, that means they are in parallel. So 72 and 18 are in parallel. But if we add I2 and I1, we're going to get I. So that means these two resistors are in series with the 16 ohm resistor. Okay, I'm forgetting this should be 16 ohm resistor. So to calculate the Thevenin equivalent resistance, we have said 72 is in parallel with 18, but all those two resistors are in series with the 16 ohm resistance. Okay, so if resistors are in parallel, the equivalent resistance is going to be product over sum. So it's going to be 72 times 18 divided by 72 plus 18, and I'm going to say plus 16. So if you take a calculator, say 72 times 18 divided by 72 plus 18, and I'm going to add 16, so I'm going to say plus 16. So the total resistance is going to be 30.4 ohms. Okay, so for RTH, which is the equivalent resistance, we have 30.4 ohms. And now I want to calculate the equivalent voltage. Okay, so to calculate the equivalent voltage, what I'm going to use mesh analysis and Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to find the voltage, the Thevenin voltage that is found on this terminal A and B. So what I can simply do, I think I can redraw the circuit. We have the current source here, 5 ohms, 5 amps, and we have a resistor, 20 ohm resistor, and we have a resistor, 25 ohm resistor, and we have 16 ohm resistor, and we said we're going to remove the load resistor, and we have 47 ohm resistor, and we have 18 ohm resistor here. Okay, and this is what we have, and we've said this is terminal A and this is terminal B. So what you can simply do, you can say this is the VTH, the Thevenin voltage, and say this is 5 amps, 20 ohms, 25 ohms, 16 ohms, 47 ohms, and 18 ohms. So in order for us to find the voltage, I think it will be is if we know the current. So using mesh analysis, I'm going to write using mesh analysis. If you're not familiar with using mesh analysis, you can check on one of my videos. I have a video which explained how to use mesh analysis. So I'm going to call the current found in this loop, I'm going to call it I1. Okay, and I'm assuming that it is flowing in the clockwise direction, and I'm going to call this current I2, and I'm assuming it is also flowing in the clockwise direction. We have no current here since we have an open circuit here. Okay, so now using mesh analysis for loop 1, this is loop 1, I'm going to add all the resistors that are found in loop 1. So we have 20 plus 16 plus 25. So I'm going to say 20 plus 16 plus 5, but we were already given the current. So we know that I1 is equal to 5 amps. Okay, because we have the current source, or given the current source. Now using loop 2, I'm going to add all resistors that are found in loop 2. We have 25 plus 47 plus 18. I'm going to say 47 plus 25 plus 18. Now I'm going to multiply that by the current that is found in that loop, and that is I2. But you should know that the 25 ohm resistor is also found in loop 1. So I'm going to say minus 25 I1. That is going to give us, we don't have any voltage source, so we're going to say this is equal to 0. Okay, so now if we say 47 plus 25 plus 18, what we're going to get? We're going to get 90 I2. Okay, so we have 90 I2, and if we add 25 I on both sides, we're going to get 25 I1. But we know that what is I1? I1 is 5, so that is same as saying 90 I2 is going to be 25 times 5 amps. Okay, and that is, we're going to see that I2 is going to be 25 times 5 divided by 90, and if we do that, we're going to get 25 times 5 divided by 90. That is going to give us 25.25 remainder 18 amps. That is the value of the current that is flowing in the loop 2. Okay, I think it is best to leave it as a fraction. So now that we have the current, what we're going to do, I'm going to use Kirchhoff's voltage law. So I'm going to write here using Okay, cause voltage low. Okay, and now I'm going to consider this loop. Let me call it loop number 3. We say this is loop 1 and this is loop 2 and this is loop number 3. Okay, so we have the voltage here. Okay, so if we add all the voltage, we're going to get 0. Okay, so now I'm going to call, let's say, the voltage at this point, I'm going to call it VTH, and we're going to lose some voltage here. What is the voltage here? We have the 16 ohm resistor and also we have the current, and we know that voltage is equal to IR. So the voltage is going to be minus 16 times current, which is 5 amps. Okay, this is the current in the loop 1. Okay, and we're going to lose some voltage here, and we know that voltage equals IR. We have the current, which is I2, and we have the resistance, so it's going to be 18 times I2, which is 25, remainder 18, and that is going to give us 0. Okay, what's if we return here? We should get 0, and again, as you can see, this is the earth, we should get 0 here. Okay, so now if we simplify here, we're going to see that the Thevenin voltage should be equal to 105 volts. So we have the Thevenin equivalent voltage, Thevenin equivalent resistance. So I think now we can draw our circuit. Okay, so we have voltage, Thevenin equivalent voltage, Thevenin equivalent resistance, and we have the load resistor. So for voltage, what do we have? We have 105 volts. And for resistance, what do we have? We have 30.4 ohm resistor, and we have the load resistor. So in order to find the current that is flowing through the load resistor, it's going to be E. So you say that current is equal to the, what is the Thevenin equivalence voltage? 105 divided by Thevenin equivalent resistance 30.4 plus the load resistor. So if we're given the load resistor, we're going to find the current. Okay, so this is all about Thevenin's theorem. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that you won't miss any upcoming videos. Have a good day.